Previously on the farm, we bought ourselves a very nice rear mower for the tractor, and also we learned that the sawmill is going to be highly effective. Stick around for today's crazy activities and random malarkey here on the farm. It is my pleasure to welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen. How is it going today for you? I have some fun planned for today, nothing too crazy though. And we also have to get this moved at some point because I left it here. Let's take a peek at the tractors for sale in the shop. The only two things for sale, we have this header trailer and the front mower, which was there last episode. Nothing new there means we need to start considering what we're up to. One thing could be this: we could deliver some of our wood. We have some very short planks and we also have long planks. Look at those bad boys. Those look like 2x10s or 12s. I guess these you could also argue are probably like 2x6s or 8s. But I don't know where we're going with these. These even look treated. Crazy lumber mill we got going here. So I would love to sell that. I would also love to consider maybe getting some more water for this and potentially selling some of the products here to start the episode. But first, let's look at the contracts. These are fairly underwhelming. There's a deadwood way in the top left, fertilizing just north of us, otherwise hoeing, spraying, stone picking on a massive field, and a wood transport mission. I think we're going to take on this wood transport mission and the deadwood one at the same time. Let's quick take a peek though at the sawmill, at the wood miser. Take a look at that bad boy. It's still got 7,600 liters of wood to work with, so we don't have to necessarily worry about getting more wood for it this episode. So let's take on this wood transport mission right yonder. There we go. Let's borrow the items for this, and then also we're going to accept the items for the deadwood mission and get the first contract for today underway. I will see you up there at the loading point. My mistake, the loading point is in the south. So we're just going to pull a U-turn, hope that this man lets us do it without committing some various felonies. And we got to go this way. So I wasn't too far off, but I was pretty confident that the wood delivery location was up there, and it proved to be right. So let's get there now. All right, perfect. We can start loading up this trailer. This does not take long at all. It doesn't look like the logs are packed tightly enough to get any 5 bursts, but that is okay. We shouldn't expect to get 5 every single time. That would just be unrealistic to say the least. Let's just see if we can get probably just consistent 2s would work very well. I think we can get some height on this without tipping over the tractor. Oh, it was close. That's okay. We can get our height now and just proceed with the loading, which should not be that big of an issue. Sometimes it likes to be a pain in the butt on these first ones as we get it kind of tuned in to what we're looking for, but that worked rather well. So this mission should only take us a few minutes here. I don't anticipate it's going to be long at all. So I'm just going to get these loaded up quick, and we can continue on with our random malarkey that we're going to be up to. All right, perfect. We are all loaded up and ready to head on north for our nice little trip as we get this first contract out of the way. I find this to be the perfect chance to ask everybody how their days are going and hope and wish you guys some happy days and nights. As I do, I hope everybody's having some beautiful times because why not? We can do it. You can sue me if you don't want to have beautiful days or nights. But I will not respond whatsoever. And that's the truth. That's just how it's going to have to be. All right, perfect. We are nearing our destination we're kind of close to the right lane, so it's kind of hard to argue with that. Let's just cut it in here quick, see if we can... that was pretty clean, aside from hitting the immovable fence. We all know you can't move the fence anyways. Don't even know why we even considered it as an option in the first place. Get that wood sold. We can actually just leave the truck here because this deadwood mission's right here anyways. Let me over the fence, please. What is this place anyways? Is this like a biofuel place? Kind of gives that vibe. I like the big cone here. Big cone. Very, very cool. I do like the big cone. So let's just head over to the deadwood here. It's just right on the other side of this massive facility. I guarantee there's a golden apple hiding somewhere. But we're not looking for golden apples. not like that, that would not be the way to do it. I see deadwood on the side of that hill over there. So we definitely know we have to rotate that way. And actually, there's one right in front of me here. Great timing, and because this isn't stuff we are going to be keeping, we're not worried about getting down closer to the ground. We just have to chop it. 5 trees, and we already know where 2 of them are. That is a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal if you ask me. 1 right there, 1 right there. So we're looking for 1 more tree. Looking for 1 more. We have found 4 or 5. Oh, there we go. Nice tall cut so the farmer can find the stump later. He loves me. He loves me. That might be the last one back there, actually. But let's go back this way first and get this one all choppy down. It's a beauty. Back this way, and I think it was to the left was the last one. It's that, or it's just right here to our right somewhere. That's the fun thing about these deadwood missions, is sometimes the trees are a little sneaky. If you believe me, you do. If you don't, you're wrong. I'm kidding. Gotta have a little fun here, you know. Gotta have a little mayhem going on. That is not deadwood. I'm on the back edge of it right now, so it's gotta be right here somewhere. I could have swore it was right here. Maybe it's over the back of this hill? What am I doing? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what the actual malarkey am I up to? Alright, we're gonna maybe time lapse unless I find this tree right away, because it's very possible that I have lost this tree. Oh, there it is. We must have run right past it when we were coming back over from one over here. I don't see any deadwood next to us, so maybe we did not run by it. After all, hard to say. That is a deadwood mission all taken care of. Perfect. Let's collect our funds, $750 for the deadwood mission and $3,000 for the wood transport mission, giving us a very, very nice look. Barley mission, canola, and peas, none of which we can do anything with, so we have no reason to really even consider it as an option. Otherwise, spraying, you lose money. Stone picking, I do not want to have to deal with. Otherwise, we have a fertilizing mission. And that one is just north of our stuff. So we're going to take on that there fertilizing mission and do a little bit of moving stuff around on the tractor here quick. Because we don't need the weight, don't need the log forks. So I'm going to get the tractor set up for fertilizing missions, which is just pallet forks and fertilizer on the back. And then we will be off at the field. Well, I'm surprised that went back up right. Alright, let's get this bad boy fertilized on up, and you know what that means. It's time for our time lapse. Perfect. That is a pretty nice paying contract out of the way for us here. A beautiful fertilizing mission taken care of. We will meet back at the farm. Okay, so I just took a quick minute to put away the herbicide and get our fertilizer and spreader. I got the fertilizer against the back wall, but the spreader is absolutely filthy. So we're gonna get that cleaned off before we do anything else. But we're going to get that thing cleaned off before we do put it away, which means now I'm hoping to get some stuff done around this place. We're a little behind. So I want to get this here greenhouse, some more water. I want to get all of the fruits loaded up on the trailer. And then I also want to try to get this wood and lumber loaded up, because I think they don't sell at the same place. I could just load them all together, because it looks like wood beam has to go to the farmer's market. Actually, maybe that's the best place for it all. We could go to the bakery with some of our other stuff, but it looks like everything can sell at the same spot, which is great news for us. So I'm going to get the other tractor, get the trailer out, and we're going to start loading that thing up with as much stuff as we can get in it. Let's have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, look at this load. It's actually fairly well packed. Everything has a strap on it, except for some choice items, except I don't anticipate they're going to go anywhere. The trailer is a little bit heavy to one side because of my expert packing job. I know, you can thank me later, but we're just going to head on down to the farmer's market and see what we can get for the things we have produced. Alright, so we know that the planks in the middle are about $1,000 worth of supply. The long plank should be a little bit more, and we should have about $4,000 in the greenhouse materials, leaving quite a big question mark as to exactly how much money we're looking at. I'm hoping for something north of $6,000 here. I'm hoping for about 65. Let's see exactly what we get. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We got $6,700. Isn't the worst, honestly. It could have been terrible prices for us, but $6,700 is very, very nice. That means the Wood Miser put out approximately $2,000 worth of materials in like an episode and a half or 2 episodes, which is absurd. It is beautiful stuff to know that the Wood Miser is on our side and not on the enemy side. Let's drive right past our bucket of tornado air. We're going to sneak right in back here because we need to get some more contract stuff going, as well as get some water for the greenhouse. I'm going to go grab some water for the greenhouse quick. We're already right here. I might as well do that. And while I am taking care of getting water for the greenhouse, I will see if there's any contract missions that look very, very tasty. Okay, the greenhouse is happy, which means it's time for a contract. I was looking at this baling mission here, $2,100 with the leasing cost of $600 would net us $1,500. Otherwise, we could consider doing some other missions. There is this Deadwood mission straight to our west. That could be very nice. Otherwise, there is some other smaller stuff. What I'm thinking, it's kind of an atrocious idea, but the Deadwood missions themselves net about $1,000 every single time. And getting to those missions very quickly could actually be a viable strategy for making some money. So I was thinking, what if possibly we ended up with a very small vehicle capable of doing a decent speed? These could hook up to our trailers. We could use these to go grab some smaller logs. Otherwise, of course, we could get ourselves the old pickup, the International 200 series, but I don't want to spend that much money. I was just looking at the fact that this little guy here would be very cheap, and it would give us access to something that can go 62 miles per hour. I'm going to actually just purchase it, ladies and gentlemen, and here's my reasoning. We can now take on Deadwood missions at a crazy, crazy fast pace. Check this out. Bang! And we can just drive straight to the Deadwood mission. And now, of course, we have something that we can take. Now, of course, we have something that we could take off some jumps, should they ever end up on the farm. But ladies and gentlemen, cowboy on a dirt bike. It's beautiful stuff. It really, really is. Looks like this mission is just straight in. And back here, I really think this is going to be kind of a fun way to get around. Just another tool at our disposal. Plus, maybe some community challenge stuff we could use the dirt bike for. Ladies and gentlemen, community challenges, haven't talked about it this episode, so we will again. When we hit 800 subscribers, we're going to start hosting community challenges on the Discord server that is down below in the description. So if you would like to join the community challenges, all you have to do, go hop in the Discord, and then when we hit that beautiful 800 subscriber number, which is only 23 away at the time of recording, you're going to be ready. You're going to be so ready to start raking in the Discord roles and accolades. So again, 800 subscribers, community challenges, and they're not going to be survival-based challenges. It's just going to be very, very fun stuff we come up with on the server. So it'll be really cool, and I encourage you to join the Discord so you can partake in those very fun challenges. Winners of the challenges will get a shout out in the video preceding the challenge, as well as a short, and that short is going to be dedicated to the challenge, So they'll be shouted out in 2 different spots should you win a community challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I encourage you to just join the Discord and be ready for when we do hit that 800 subscriber number. Other than that, the Discord, we really don't do too much on it. I'm hoping to give members of the Discord access to the videos maybe just a little bit early, so that should you want to see them and be very excited about a specific one I'm working on, you might have access to that one a little bit early on the Discord. So highly recommended should that be something you're interested in. I'm not going to tell you what you're interested in unless you want me to. You're interested in Farming Simulator 25. I am a mystic. I am a medium. Speaking of medium, I have a favorite joke, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to love this one. Maybe we start something called the Joke of the Day. Joke of the Day. Here you go. I will put the answer in the comments below. But what? Okay, sorry. I already screwed up the joke. Let's restart. Did you hear about the psychic midget that escaped from jail? I'll put the punchline in the comments if you want to check it out. It's just down there. It's a great punchline. But look at that, $1,300. This dirt bike is going to pay for itself. This is so fast, it's crazy. Plus it only uses like 7 liters of fuel. So we're going to be able to travel and go through very minimal amounts of fuel, which is going to be a very nice thing. Also, someday we're going to be stealing the soccer ball out of the field. That is something I want to do at some point. So we're gonna have some fun with that. But let's just head back to the farm here and see what else we can get up to today. That's a treat. Okay, we are so back. We are so back at the farm. That was a really nice, really short little mission that we really didn't have to worry too much about. I do want to look at the cultivators, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like there's cultivator missions all the time. And, I mean, this one is a nice little square here. A 4-meter working width, which isn't crazy. But it's the same as these. And I was just like, well, maybe if we can get something that can work a considerable chunk, like this can 150 horse. We could put a roller on it too, so we don't absolutely just trip all over the place. But 110 horse, we could in theory end up with a nice little cultivator. We have over 200 horse, so we could end up with this one that can fold up and do crazy stuff. But not today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being hopeful, wishing we had money. We're going to choose one more thing that we're going to get up to today, and it's going to be a beautiful time lapse. As we do, we could harvest the canola way up there and come down and sell it. Otherwise, we could look at doing some barley or maybe a wood transport mission. You know, we love them. They pay us good money. 15 trees is a good amount, so we are going to indeed borrow the equipment, hop in this bad boy, and we're going to do a massive time lapse of this entire operation. Enjoy. Another beautiful contract out of the way. I really don't see anything else that is looking mighty glorious today. So I think what we're just going to do is get some of these bad boys cleaned up as we kind of start to... I don't know, I'm really happy with the amount of money we made this episode, really. I really am. We didn't go too outrageous on the purchases. The dirt bike will pay itself back. I very much promise on that one. Like, look at the dirt on the front loader on this tractor. This one definitely needs some cleaning. But I do just want to take a peek and see if there's anything in here that we need to take out to clean. Because, like, this weight definitely needs it. The log forks, they're not bad. We could just pull this thing over quick. That's still perfectly clean. The weeder's got a little bit of dirt down on the wheels. So yeah, we're going to pull out pretty much everything here, and we're just going to do a very nice job of getting all of our stuff cleaned up so we have a clean slate. Get it? As we move in to the next episodes here. So let's have one last time lapse to kick it all out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now officially wrapping it up here. Let's get this fertilizer spreader cleaned off. Last one to do. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me today as we continue to try to make some money on the Start From Nothing challenge. It has been truly a grind and a very fun grind at that. So I just want to thank everybody for kind of hanging out with me as we continue just bringing in the big dollars constantly. So really all I'm going to do now is we're going to get this bad boy put away, and yeah, no, this is all I have planned for you today. So to those who are interested, again, remember, join the Discord. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your nights. Take care.